Yo, morning guys. All right, on my way up to Kona Skatepark. Got a big documentary premiere tonight there. Really psyched for it. Also, you guys mentioned in the last video I posted there, a bunch of people asked, why didn't I skate? So I got there, the park wasn't open yet, and Martin, the owner, he was like giving me a tour. It wasn't really the vibe just to kind of start skating. I'm sure he would have been cool with it, but we were kind of just going over all the details for today, like this, for the premiere and everything. So, he had a meeting right afterwards, so it just didn't feel like the right time. But believe me, I wanted to skate it, and I'm gonna skate it today. So the thing though about skating there today is I have to, do a Q&A after the showing of the film. So I don't know, do I want to be all sweaty and smelly afterwards? I don't know how hard I could actually go. And then also there's the other element of being on tour where it's like, is it really worth it right now? I really want to feeble fakie this iconic wall, really badly, but is it worth it? I get pitched to the flat and then I can't finish the tour and do the screenings and everything. So I'm constantly weighing out how hard I want to push. And as you guys know, I usually lean towards the side of pushing harder, but trying to mitigate it because you just want the trip to be a success and be able to keep going. But yeah, so today, at least right now, I'm gonna try to get front blunt on that quarter pipe right there. It's basically the reason why I came here. It's a little big for me to get the feeling of it, and it's concrete, so when I fall on the bottom, it's probably gonna hurt, but overall, it's a decent size to learn it on. And I'm not learning it, I've done it before, but I want to get good at it. I want to be a front blunter. I want to be able to do it in my lines, and it's just a trick that always just eluded me, just never felt comfortable. There's people that do it that have great front 180s, and they do the blunt, giant front 180 ollie, wrap it around almost and bring it in 180. That's not how I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it more like come up at an angle, almost like a little scooping motion, and hopefully I can get it consistent that way. And then maybe, after a bunch of times doing it, maybe in the future I'll be able to do that huge 180. But I feel like that's a separate issue. I just got to really get good at having controlled 180s really to do that. But for today, we're just going to try to get a front blunt on that quarter right there. So let's see if we can get it. Just going to do some front disasters to get the legs moving a little bit. All right, now let's try to pop one. Wow. Gross. Okay, that last one wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. I don't know if you guys could tell the difference between, the first one I did, I'm just scooping the board like a back disaster more, where you're just kind of letting the wheels slide over the coping. And the second one, I ollied into it. And when I do the ollie, my body's much more off. I feel less consistent, the board's gonna leave my feet. It's just overall harder for me to maneuver and feel comfortable. But yeah, that last one wasn't the worst, but you could see my control just diminishing as I'm trying to pop into it. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go for a front blunt to front 5-0 just to start getting that motion down. Oh, that's actually, I feel like that's scarier. That was it. Can't turn my shoulders. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay. I can do it with one foot pretty consistently. All right, I don't care how hard I slam, I'm sticking it this try. so weird. Could do the most technical tricks. Can't front blunt. That was absolutely disgusting, but I'm just happy I didn't slip out. Oh. Well, both of those were absolutely gross, but I'm taking that last one because I'm twisting my back up trying this trick right now, like trying to look. It's just a motion I haven't been doing, so I could already feel it getting tight. Also, I just feel so dangerous right now. I don't know what it is. But I was thinking as I was doing it, I'm pretty sure that's my first time doing a front blunt on coping. I've done it a couple of times at my local park where there's no coping, so I think it made it a little easier to get in. But that trick, I don't know why it feels so awkward for me. It's like leaving my feet. I just can't figure out the pop for it. I've asked people over the years, like for tips. People say hang your toes off so it feels like you're grabbing the board, like your front foot toes. And I get that because I do that with some of my other tricks, but my front knees are just so bad, it just doesn't, I'm not grabbing when I do it. Something else I started noticing towards the end that was helping was, instead of, I was thinking about it more like I'm scooping out of it, but I really had to think about, you know, letting that blunt kind of go down so I can get a better snap and getting a little more on top of it. I think I was trying to stay inside the ramp a little too much to feel safe. Another thing is, I think you're supposed to look where you're going a little more. I think I was trying to do that, but I don't know if any of this stuff was working, but I was trying. But hey, I didn't fall, so that's a win. And got a couple of front blunts. Weren't great looking, but a little bit of progress. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cool out for a bit before I head to the premiere. I had a little bit of downtime before the Kona premiere, and a few people told me about this DIY called Flossie. And yeah, this place, I'm happy I came here. Look at that. Just that alone is worth coming here. Wow. But look, it's got so much stuff. Little hip. Look at all this stuff. This thing, ledges, it's got everything. Like, that just looks fun. Little corner over there. Yeah, this place is sick, so let me mess around a little bit. Wow. All right. I am not warmed up. Oh. That was a fun little session. All right, I think it's time to head to Kona. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Fucking cool shit, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can I film you do that fly out?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Chad Caruso, dude, I love your videos.
Thank you, man.
You have helped me so much. Oh shit, your board.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. You've helped me so much with transition. Like,
Thank you, man.
I love your
That means
videos,
a lot.
dude.
Thank you, man. What was your name?
Jeb.
Chad.
Nice to meet you, man.
Oh yeah.
What up, Jeb?
How's it going?
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice
I'm
to
Josh.
meet you too, Chad. Do you mind if I film that grind?
No.
All right, push race about starting up in just a minute. Head on down to the street course. We got some free prizes, some fun stuff. Come meet the ultimate pusher on the planet, Chad Caruso himself, who pushed all the way across America. We're gonna head down to the street course right now. We got the push race starting in just a couple minutes.
I saw you on YouTube.
Nice to meet you.
It's Chad.
Chad Caruso.
Yeah,
Nice to
Chad
meet you. What's up? Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Dude, you
Oh,
shred
thank
full
you.
coat.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put it on.
Sorry, we gotta pay attention to the rules.
Before you know it, you're right here pushing all the way to the end, and here it is, the finish line. All right, you got 1 foot on the board, 1 foot on the ground, and we're gonna go on the count of 3. On your mark, get set. 1, 2, 3, and they're up. The Groms are pushing furiously to the first corner. It looks like it's gonna be in Mayhem trying to make it around the first corner. You gotta make the next turn. It's getting crazy right here around the end, and the leads are changing left and right. It's an insane move to the final turn coming around, heading towards the finish line. Who's it gonna be? These little kids here yet to reach the teenage years. They're grown, they're tiny, they're young. They're pushing like crazy, and here it is. And here's our winner! Let's give it up for Brody, the 12 and under push champion.
The story of Chad Caruso setting a world Guinness record, pushing across America from, I believe, Venice Beach all the way to Virginia Beach. So without further ado, this is it, Crossing America. Chad Caruso, skate across America. If you got any questions for him, we're going to do a little Q&A. We're going to have a quick discussion here to talk about what it's like to push all the way across America. Let's give it up here, Chad Caruso.
Thank you guys for coming. Mark, thank you for having me. Everyone was like, you're going to be so strong. Your legs are like built up. You don't use the same muscles for pushing the tricks, so I actually lost a lot of my tricks and had to relearn.
Thank you so much. Chad's got some books over here. You can get it signed. You can continue your conversation with Chad. Thank you so much, man. Chad Caruso, pushing across America. Pretty amazing feat down there. Thank you so much. A little chat with Chad.
Are these for free? Are these for free?
Easier you can have.
What? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, treat, can you
Wherever you want. I feel like maybe right here, maybe, yeah.
Chad, can I get one with you too?
Something that doesn't get scratched.
Alright, thanks.
Did you think you'd been
end up being a celebrity, Chad?
Okay, guys, that's it for the Kona premiere. Shout out to Martin for putting everything together. The event was awesome. The push race was really fun. You know, seeing those kids run around is just awesome. Great energy there. And it's really cool watching everyone watch the documentary. You know, we just put so much into that project. To finally have it and like the finished product is awesome. I just got to give a huge shout out to John Testa, my friend who made the film. He did everything on his own. Flew out, filmed it, edited the cut. Like, it's just so impressive what he did. And yeah, you guys go support him on Instagram. Give him a follow. 6 cents, I believe. I'll put a link to it in the description or a pinned comment or whatever. I'll throw it up there. But yeah, another great night in Florida. Tomorrow is going to be my final night. We'll be in Tallahassee and then, yeah, heading towards Texas. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.